Hello there, I think we should be live now. Welcome to the stream. I'm a little bit late, but yeah, almost on time. Good enough. Anyways, as usual, let me know how the audio is. If everything is alright. Welcome, Benny Boop, Reza, and Jibber. Welcome. Hopefully you are doing alright. As you can see now, I am currently scouting my way to the Space Age Mars map. And this is on the Higher Age Units world. Yesterday, I finally completed, or not completed, but I got my way through the final virtual future map. So it's now time to do the Mars part, and I will do this on stream. I'm gonna spend some diamonds to speed this up. It's only a few hours, but I want to do it on the stream, so that's something we will do in a moment, a little bit later on. Hello there, Nova and Daniel, welcome as well. And yeah, so that's something I'll do in this stream. I'll talk a little bit about what I've been doing on my brand new world, because this might look a bit different from what you might be used to. And I have some screenshots I can share as well for that, but yeah, essentially I have removed quite a few goods buildings and all of that, replaced with even more supply buildings, but in reality I do actually have quite a bit of free space in the city, and main reason is because the toy quests have been absolutely killing me when it comes to my resources. I have been able to build up a little bit now, but yeah, I was down to like 100 supplies. I've been down all the way with coins as well, so the toy quests have been really challenging on the new world. But yeah, I am now finally almost done with all of them that I've gotten so far. But when I do end up spending again, which sadly will not be today, I got some quite poor switches. Here I got the Tactician's Tower. On my here as well I got the Tactician's Tower. And on my oldest world, I don't think I've checked yet. Oh, okay, I have. Yeah, here I got the Black Tower, which, yeah, not really interested in that. So I will not be playing the event, but I might do a bit of questing. On this world, I'm waiting on these 4-hour productions to complete. But yeah, do you know what a tiny town is? I do know what a tiny town is. It's where you stay on the opening grid. And if you go to the Reddit page, actually, you should be able to see some tiny town. Let's see if we can find any examples on Reddit, because I'm pretty sure there are some good ones there. Oh yeah, Ubernerd, he made a video a few months ago. I haven't seen the video itself, but here's an example of how a tiny town might look. So you stay in the opening grid and you mainly focus on great buildings, of course early on event building and stuff. Okay, so yeah, no archives here, so okay, so not that focused on great buildings, but most of them that I see are very focused on great buildings and stuff, so, but yeah, I haven't done it now. I made one yesterday, and I just now realized how hard it is. Yeah, it should be quite hard to do so. That was one of the ideas I had for this world here, when I started this. It was one of the ideas, I think, in the poll I made for what people wanted to see. But yeah, I'm happy that I didn't go for it, because, yeah, as interesting as it is, it's not really that... I don't think it'll make for that fun videos or interesting videos compared to high rate units, for example, that I've done on this world, which have been quite interesting and I think to do quite fun for me personally as well. So I'm quite happy I went with that. I deleted the arc, okay. Yeah, as I said, I haven't seen the video, but yeah, I suppose eventually perhaps you would delete it, because at some stage you don't really need the forge points anymore, because you're not getting, I guess it depends on what other great buildings you have. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, so yeah, in addition to doing some fighting here, Also want to have a quick look at the beta, because we have had some new stuff, but Drupal, no great build, no guild expedition stuff. It's been 2 weeks now since we got any new updates, I think it's been 2 weeks. October 19th, I think that was the last one. Yeah, October 19th, and now we are in November. So that's what? Almost 3 weeks actually, since the last stuff we got from Guild Expedition. So hopefully we get some more of that next week. I think that would be interesting and fun. Because yeah, very quiet there since we've got the first initial spoilers. Which is quite sad, I think. But yeah, we have the first look at the St. Patrick's Day event. Not really a lot to say here, to be honest. The event pass, nothing special there. Patience is very important indeed. Some avatars and some blurred out kits or selection kits. I think this, it does look like the Forge Bowl one to me, I think. I think it might be the same placeholder. So if we look at the... If you look at that here, I think this looks very similar to the 2 items we got in the... We have now in the... Let's do it this way. Let's just take a quick screenshot. Let's go back. And yeah, if we compare these, I think it's quite obvious that these are just placeholders based on these St. Patrick Forge Bowl selection kits. So yeah, will be interesting to see when those update, perhaps next week. But yeah, I'm not sure if there is yeah, probably not on a rush. Probably won't get too many spoilers, I think, for St. Patrick's this early. But who knows? Anyways, and yeah, in addition, in addition to all of that, this time I also want to do a few more city reviews than I have in the previous streams. And yeah, main reason I haven't done too many in the last couple of streams is that I've had quite a lot of other things to do, like my city rebuild. But today it's going to be a bit more quiet, so if you would like me to have a look at your city, let me know in the chat, and I can have a look a little bit later on in the day. Anyways. US 26. I've definitely been on that. Ah, have you here already? So yeah, I'll check that out a little bit later on. But I think the first thing I want to do is that I want to fight my way through the first Space Age province here. I haven't really done too much I don't know, planning or testing or stuff like that. I think it'll go quite alright with my attack boosts, but I'm interested to see. So I will go into full screen, and for now I will turn off the layout. And I will record it as well. And let's go. Let's try the first Space Age Mars province. So a lot of coins this time around. I'm not bothering with quests and stuff like that. That's too boring. Alright, so these ones I think will be quite easy. I'll just use my regular combo because yeah. Just need to make sure that I am out of range, so I don't want to move ahead too much. But I think this should be quite easy to do. So yeah, these have quite low range. These have decent range, but I am able to stay out of the range of all of them, which is nice. Might even be able to kill all of them. Yeah, okay, I will be able to kill them. That's nice. Alright, so yeah, I can just stay back with these. So yeah, first one, very easy. It'll be much more interesting when we start facing Teslas and Sentinels. Those are the 2 main worries I have, I suppose. Speaking of the devil. So I do have higher boosts than these with my hover tanks, so that shouldn't be an issue. I know these can hit through stealth, which might be a bit challenging, but the Sentinels attack first, So they will transform 4 of my rogues first, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I'm not I might lose the main unit. I don't think so. I think I'll be able to move it away. Oh, okay, they don't actually deal a lot of damage. That's the force field as well, absorbing 2 damage. So that helps a lot as well. So I have 847, these have 500 or something attack, so that's quite nice. So I think I want to take out the Teslas first. Let's make sure we still stay on planes, so that way the Sentinels can't hit me, even though the Teslas can. Yeah, they will hit me anyways. Ah, that's right. I had completely forgotten about Keen Eye. It doesn't look like it'll be, or it might be a challenge later on, but right now it looks like it'll be quite alright. By the way, I may be the only one that noted it, but aren't the explosions when you hit another unit very small? Very small. Yeah, very small. I guess that might perhaps should be updated. With this unit, it should be relatively easy until Space Age Venus. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I think it will be quite alright. I don't think it'll have too many issues. So, let's see. So, 11, that's a lot of defense against 500. I think I might... Okay, so I'll save this for a bit, but I might do a combo like, I don't know, something like this perhaps, against this, so that my turrets can take out these 4, and then I'll let my hovers take out the sentinels. Or, yeah, probably even 4, like this. I'll take 2 hits first time around, but that should be fine. Anyways, before I do that, let me get through all of the easy fights with my regular combo. I wonder if the sniper bots hit before me, or if the turtles still have higher initiative. Let's give it a go. Okay, so I hit first, that's nice. That makes this a really easy one to win. Yeah, very easy to win. I haven't noticed it before now, but yeah. Might have been reported already, noticed some talks about it previously. Alright, so this one I'll probably use hovers for. This one, let's try it. It might be okay. So all of these. Okay, so all my turtles attack before these, so that's nice. So I think if I do. No, I need to hit some of these as well. So yeah, like that. I didn't check the range here, but yeah, I'm good, so that's nice. Let's just auto-fight the rest. At least on DE and beta, nobody talked about it yet, and I have not seen it yet important earlier. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can report it yourself, Juber. I'm not really bothered. To be honest, I never really pay attention to it. This one should be easy as well. There we go, and let's just auto-fight the rest. Alright, there we go. Ah. Let's have some fun. Here we go. I love doing this. I don't know. It's the child in me. In the meantime, let me get the map out on, on the wiki of the Space Age Mars. Space Age Mars. Alright, so The PvP tower is below or to the left of the province I am at right now, which I don't really care about. There's another excavation site up top, and then to the right of me we have a goods deposit, so nothing really that interests me. Does anyone know if there is a shortest path through the map, or if I have to take a lot of maps? Or a lot of provinces? I don't know actually. Anyways. Attack chopper. Yeah, I can use that next time. Alright, for this one, I'll go back to these units. Oh, okay, interesting. So last time these were on the outside. So now we have to hit each of the ranged ones once. Ranged artillery units once. Alright. And then next round I should be able to take down all of these. Yeah, there we go. Still haven't taken... No, actually no, we did take some damage on that one fight earlier on. Okay, that's all the easy ones. Let's try this one with the combo that I mentioned. Let's do this. I think it should go quite alright. I took 4 damage. Okay, so a little bit more damage than I thought, actually. But it's still fine. Because I will be able to take down both of these next time around. And then the wave after, I'll take down both of the... what are they called? Steel Wardens. And there we go. Alrighty. This one I'm a little bit worried about. I think it should be fine with hover tanks. Let's do this one first, though. Because yeah, these they can't hit. Yeah, they can't hit through stealth, so should be quite easy. As usual, actually, fast units are really easy to fight against with hovers. Because yeah, they transform a lot of the rogues early on, which are really nice. Let's make sure to stay on planes. I'm gonna keep this unit behind actually, then I'll take down the Tesla walkers with the other units. Is that planes? That is planes. Alrighty. Ah, that's another thing that I probably should have been a little bit scared about in the previous round. Key and I probably would have done a lot of damage to my turtles. Probably would still be fine, but yeah, something to keep in mind for sure. There we go. Steel Wardens, yeah. Okay, this one should be really easy. I'll keep that 1 damaged rogue in. Let's see if they hit the damaged rogues. Okay, so that one did. That one did. Okay, nice. They don't always do. Let's make sure to stay on the fields, or plains. Alright, there we go. Hello there, 102A. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently fighting my way through the Space Age Mars map with my higher age units. Or I suppose actually lower age units at this stage of the map. So far at least it's going really well. I'm interested to see how these do, the Space Marines, because... no, it should be really fine actually. Because yeah, even though they can hit damage multiples at the same time, it's alright. How are you still second in PvP tower? Do your neighbors have higher age units as cities as well? mainly because I don't really fight a lot on this world. I know, for me, I'm one of those guys that the journey to getting the cool stuff is better or more fun than once I've actually gotten them. I don't know, they kind of just sit there and... So yeah, I don't really do a lot of fighting. I do, of course, Guild Expedition and fight my way through and do a bit in Guild Battlegrounds, but it's not like I go to max attrition each day or anything like that, so yeah, I don't fight too much. And they probably do have higher rate units, those other guys as well. And yeah, if I do fight, it's definitely not with hover tanks. I use a combo with... actually, let's stay out. I use another combo with turtles. So yeah, it would be the Oceanic PvP tower. The explosion is bigger on mobile. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not really that bothered about the explosion. I don't really care. But nice to know, I suppose. Nice to know. Okay, okay. Taking a bit of damage here, not gonna lie. Another option against fights like these, I think I will do fine here this time. Another option is Battle Fortresses, because they can take a lot more damage. Another option... Okay, lost the main unit, that's not good. I'll have to resurrect that. Another option might be subcruisers, they might be good. Why are they not retaliating? That's not ideal. I want them to retaliate, so that they can transform my rogues. Okay, so they'll at least transformed 1 and 2. Okay, so should be fine now, but that's not ideal. Very important indeed. Alright, so had to spend a few diamonds there. So yeah, Teslas definitely seem to be the main enemies, I suppose. Sounds great. Alright, so I am gonna move ahead in this direction. This is the PvP tower, which I will not have use for at all, because I don't have the units required for it. What are the OF combo? The main combo I use is either this, or I swap out these with rogues. So those are the two unit combos I use. I mainly use hovers here because I have them more easily. Rogues are a bit better, especially in high attrition Guild Battlegrounds, but yeah. Hello there, Nicola. Welcome. Let's get the layout back up. There we go. Let's also go out of full screen. Yeah, that's one. I don't know. In full screen, you don't get the FoE helper, which is both a good and a bad thing. For recording, I think it's nicer to not get any of these pop-ups. But of course, if I do lose a unit, I will not have the pop-up to block me from doing it. But yeah, of course I remembered, so I could handle it. Let's have a look at the towers here. So, okay, I am first in Oceanic. I'm actually the only one, it looks like. So 83 fights, not that many. And then we have the Future, only 3 actually. But yeah, I'm not doing a lot of fights in Future. The only battles I do in Future is actually, or are actually on the continent map. Tomorrow, that would be the flying units. I forget what they're called. And yeah, that's about it. What actually is the price? It's 5,000 medals. Yeah, that's not a lot. When the next one costs 6.6. Alright, so I do have some quests here to complete. I think I have both of the 4-hour ones ready. So 4 hour, alright. Let's complete these. How's your new city going? It is going alright. So let's talk a little bit about it, I suppose. So here's my new city. And as you can see, I have been tearing down quite a bit actually. I had to spend a lot on the toy quests. They've been really challenging, as I mentioned earlier in the stream. So yeah, because of that, I have been focusing on production really. So yeah, I removed all my goods buildings because they actually cost a decent amount of resources. So yeah, they simply, I ended up not using them to reserve resources, and then eventually I just ended up deleting them because they weren't really doing anything. And yeah, and right now, I suppose I could say that I am slowly replacing stuff, but not really. I'm not really focusing on it because, well, the estate house here, actually not that bad at 14,000 supplies, so I can build quite a few of those. Perhaps I will, but as you can see, I have plenty of population right now because I removed all my goods buildings. When it comes to these, they cost 50,000 coins, so I can't really build that many. Finally, Jupiter can have some peace of mind with the explosions reported. Actually, that reminds me. I have been quite passively doing the Egypt settlement, so I do need to... Let's do this now, actually. So I need to get all the way up here. Place of prayer. I get that. And yeah. Let's see. Let's do some fights here first. Let's be lazy about it and let's auto fight. This one should be fine as well to auto fight. There we go. And this one I will manually fight a little bit later on. Yeah, I have a decent amount of loot, so I don't really need to worry about it. So, let's go ahead and unlock a lot of technologies. 1500 forge points for arc good, is that a good deal? I don't know, it's a bit much I think. It really depends on the state of your world. On the new world, that's perhaps what they go for, but I don't know, even that I think it might be a bit too much. I would probably wait a bit longer. But if you are happy to spend it, sure, go for it. Yeah, as new world, I did them. Yeah, on any other world than the brand new ones, that's definitely way too much. But on a new world, I don't know. It really depends. So me, for example, at the moment, I produce, I don't know, 50 to 100 forge points per day. So for me, that would take perhaps 3 weeks, which, I don't know, perhaps it would be worth it, perhaps not, I don't know. Soon I'm going to finish Muggles on some of my farms from Max 4 Taunt, wondering what the Wishing Well Fragments return resetting of the 10th quest will be. I remember looking at it when the settlement first came out, Nova. I couldn't really tell you. I'm pretty sure I posted it somewhere on a forum, but I did have a calculation and I think it did save a bit of time in the long run. But yeah, there's definitely a way to get Wishing Wells now that they're not really returning in events. Syria. Yeah, the new international server, EN19. I need quite a bit more actually. A few more. Alright, so what's the quest? What are the quests actually? Let me. Let's see if I can find the tab with the. There we go. Let's find Egypt. Is it this? It's the other one. So I am currently on quest 12. So quest 12 have one flower. Now these have 3 residential buildings. Okay, so residential, elephant block. Okay, so we'll get all the way up to elephant block. I need 1000. So I think I'll be able to get all the way up there. And then after that, I will place the required buildings. Probably have to delete a few of the pounds. Then I'll get to 1230 here for that. Unlock or complete the quest and also unlock that. So I think that should be enough from the remaining. I think I might need one more actually. Go. Oh, almost there. I do wish these were a little bit lower, but anyways. Hello there, class. Welcome to the stream. Right now, doing some Egypt stuff. There we go. Alright, so now, first one is residential blocks. Let's delete that at least. These are quite big, but let's see how many I can fit without deleting too much. I'll delete one more of these, because I will end up deleting or replacing a few of them. We will probably get at least 2 residential blocks, I think. Alright, actually, do I have any? I don't have any removals. I think I will get one later today, though. So I think I will just delete some of these here. For now, get one more residential block down here. There we go. Some supplies, that's nice. Then we need one elephant stable. There we go. And now we can unlock the next technology. So we need another 320. So that is 100, 200, 320. So that should be enough to unlock the place of prayer. And I have actually done quite a few times. I get the required diplomacy, I unlock it, I start deleting stuff without completing this. So I'll make sure to complete this first and then I will unlock stuff. Interesting, organized in Egypt, doing something new. Not really, I'm just being a bit lazy about it. I don't know, not really anything new. If you're talking about getting all the goods in advance, that's also mainly because I've been lazy. So yeah, nothing really that, I don't know, groundbreaking about it, I think. I think it should be fairly standard. Now for me it's the other way around. I unlock the building but I forget to complete the quest. Oh, did I? I think I miscalculated. Interesting. So I need one more. There we go. Not quite sure how that happened. Oh, the... Not sure if I would call it a guide. It's more of a playthrough. Or I guess it's kind of a guide. But yeah, of course, it will be different every time, of course. You can't... it really depends on the incidents you get. Impediments, sorry. It really depends on the impediments you get, so you can't really plan ahead and use the same layout every time. Because yeah, the impediments will be different every time. This time, quite relatively odd shape, I suppose. I'm not quite sure yet exactly where I'll go next, because I will have 3 more expansions at least. I'm thinking of removing this next from this impediment here, because I think that will open up this area here a bit more. I think I might get these, or possibly these two at least. I will probably leave these, I think, but this is a nice space to tuck away some, I don't know, residential blocks, for example, or one residential block and one multi-story clay house, for example. That's 7 tiles, so that'll fit behind here, because there is an impediment there and there. So I don't know, that's perhaps something that I'll do. Alright. Now to the boring part, deleting all of these. Let me just, yeah, no, never mind. So I actually don't need a lot of, what's it called? I forget what it's called, but I don't need to, I only need 20, I think. 20 sacrificial offerings, so I want to do them the same time as I am doing the... okay, no, I can't. So yeah, I have to gather those first. Or at least, let's see how many I need, actually. I need... Yeah, I need... I'll just get 20 first, and then when I get to this quest here, I'll just do it again. It's not that big of a deal. So actually, I'll probably just get 4 of them right now, at least. That way I can produce 20 in for 5 hours with the build time. So then later today / tonight, I will be able to collect that. If I am lucky with some boosts, let's move that down there. I'll be able to possibly collect and complete some of the other quests as well. So just time them. Nah. I'm not in any rush. I have 2 weeks left for the settlement. So no, I'll not spend any diamonds now. I usually do spend diamonds if I'm missing like 1 or 2 of them, but right now I'm happy to wait a bit longer. There we go. It also allows me some time, I suppose, to build or replace some more of my houses with residential blocks. Speaking of which, let's remove that one. So I think I think I'll get one more. Yeah, I think I'll get one more residential block. There we go. So yeah, I think 3 of those will be enough for what I want. And then perhaps I will get one luxury estate, perhaps later on. But yeah, I usually tend to rely on the residential blocks. Yeah, I think this is fine. Or perhaps instead, or in addition to, let's see, am I able to fit in one more? In terms of population, I would need one more simple clay hut, which I could place down here. I'm thinking if I'm able to get one more sacrificial offerings, I think I can. Let's try to do something up here, I think. We'll do that. We'll do that. No, I think I need to remove or delete one more multi-story clay house. I'm not sure if I'm able to get in enough of these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I will be able to get in 3 clay huts. No, I'm not able to. Okay, so I could delete this and get one more. I think I will actually. Let's get simple clay hut. Then let's get one more player. And then, yeah, I think let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might be able to, in 5 hours, I might be able to collect enough to unlock all of these. And then also complete the quest afterwards. I don't know. Well, actually, that's another good thing. I need to save this quest here. For here, gather 300 loot. So, yeah, I need to make sure to save that fight as well. If not, I have to wait 1 day. Just for personal interest, what do you all think will happen next year in Forge? Changes to events, new features, changes to feature, something else. What do you think? Well, I think my main... I don't know. I'm a bit pessimistic about the new age. I think that will just be another carbon copy of Space Age Mars. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So, not really looking forward to that. I suppose there is still a chance to update or to hope for something new there, but I don't know. I'm quite pessimistic when it comes to that. I think Guild Expedition level 5 will be quite interesting. I think that's something that will be quite nice. In terms of events, I think there might be some cool stuff when it comes to the reward buildings, with the new building format and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to perhaps some more new interesting stuff. For example, when it comes to the Forge Bowl event, it looks like we'll get some more kits here, the new rush items. So we have, actually let's go here. So we have some rush items, probably similar to the supply rushes we have now and coin rushes, but for goods buildings and event buildings, so both single and mass. So these will probably be items, and they will probably be introduced in the Forge Bowl event, because we have these information texts here that are for bowl. It says 2022. They were added earlier, or a few weeks ago, so I imagine it should probably be Bowl 23, but perhaps because it was added on beta in 2022, it's Forge Bowl 22. In any event, these information texts here, they are related to the instant finish pop-up, which is what you will most likely get when you try to use one of these. And then it'll ask you, do you want to use this on this many buildings? So that will most likely be added in the Forge Bowl event, which will be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if those kits will be given as probably fragments from the main building of the Forge Bowl event. So the main building here, I wouldn't be surprised if that gave kits for those. And because there are 2 variations, perhaps one of them will give kits for the goods building and the other for the event building, perhaps. I think the event building one will be quite a bit more valuable, so it'll be interesting to see how the balancing is, if that's the case. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if those are tied to these buildings here for the Forge Bowl event. Watch G5 have 3-wave battles. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think that will be cool. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how they want to balance it, because I think actually Guild Expedition is fairly well balanced, because early on it's quite challenging to do. Once you get some attack boosts, it's not that, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal anymore. But I think it's fairly well balanced, at least compared to other parts, so I don't know. Adding additional difficulty might be a bit too much for people early on. Perhaps that's a good thing, perhaps not. So perhaps instead of adding too much more difficulty, perhaps they just want to, and it seems like they might do this, instead add new things to with more options, I suppose, for each player. Should I name my city? That's some Aztec stuff. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. Or Boop City. I think Boop City is quite nice. 18 counters is crazy though. I don't think so. It's over a week. Not a full week, but I think that's plenty of time. 24 hovers. Yeah, perhaps. Oh, speaking of, do you like my new signature on the forum? I really want, that's one thing that I don't think will happen, but I really want a cherry garden level 3. I think that would be very nice. I am definitely not biased at all. I'm not saying this out of personal interest at all. I think it just would be something interesting and cool, a new addition to the game to spice up some of the older stuff. And I think the cherry garden is a good alternative to spice up. But I think I've heard in the past the game devs or in one of the live streams, I think they mentioned that artwork is probably one of the main reasons why they will not be adding it. Because yeah, to upgrade they kind of need to add even more height and more stuff, and it's not really a lot of room to it. But I don't know, I think it would still be nice. I think it would still be possible. So cherry garden level 3 is quite high on my personal wish list. But yeah, that would definitely make me happy. Anyways, speaking of which, for the St. Patrick's Day event here, I wonder if the, purely based on the name here, I wonder if this might be a new chain building, because we have, so usually the naming convention here is to have the event, the year, and then here also the type of the building, or not the type, yeah, so if there are multiple buildings, you will have A, you will have B, C, and so on. But because we have B, C, and D in one here, I wonder if this is a selection kit between building number 2, 3, and 4 from this event, which makes me think about a chain set. I think this might be a new chain building. And these are the 3 chain buildings, or a selection kit for the 3 chain buildings, something like that. So yeah, I think I think that's probably what we will get in the St. Patrick's Day event. Might be wrong, who knows, but yeah. Fix Piazza Clock Tower, indeed. Piazza Clock Tower, actually, you probably didn't see, but for now at least, they have returned back to my inventory. I did plan to have them up here, but I couldn't really find a room for them in my rebuild here. So yeah, are those 3 variants not changed? No, I don't think so, because then it would be, let's go to, first of all, so here, this is building number A, level 11, variation A, or variation 1, variation 2. So that's how the variations are. So it's not that. It is most likely 3 different buildings, I think. If we go for the selection kits, so here we have upgrade kit bolt 23A. There's one bolt 23A selection kit. I have no idea what this is, but yeah. The naming for buildings has changed recently, so it does not have to. I know it has changed, but this is the new variation. This is the new format, so we kind of have it here already. So I think... yeah, you can't see the URLs. here you have them. It's basically the same thing. But yeah, this is a new format, because before it was bowl bonus, or sports bonus actually. Yeah, sports bonus 22 something something. So, but the W here is a new building structure or data structure. Screenshot, I think that's shorthand for. Then we have multi-age, which means it has different stuff depending on the age of the building. The event here, the year, the so if an event has multiple buildings, you'll have A, B, C, and so on here. The number of levels, and then finally the variation if there are different variations. So if we go back to, let's see, the here event, I'm pretty sure had the new building format as well. Buildings. So if we have a look at this, yeah, this is the old one. So here we have hero bonus 22, and then J here is for level 11 or 12, sorry. Yeah, level 12. No, highest level. So yeah, levels were A, B, C, D, and so on the old one. But yeah, the new one, they kind of swapped those around. So now levels are in letters, and then if there are variations, it'll be after ones. I don't know. I know what the bowl buildings are and what they provide, but have no clue about the Petrogons. American football is also popular here, but by far not as popular as our football. Indeed. Yeah. Yeah, the soccer event. I am a bit surprised we have two, both football and soccer, to be honest. So perhaps the soccer one will be replaced, perhaps. I don't know, because now the main soccer event will of course now be in, well, it's starting in a couple of weeks, right? It's not long now. It's starting November 20th, it looks like. So yeah, 2 weeks from now. Yeah, not long. So yeah. Can we glean anything from the loading screens? Not sure. Probably to satisfy, well, I don't know. Perhaps it's a bit different with this game. Oops. I suppose with this game, the audience is of course quite a bit older, so perhaps they do watch a bit more sports, but I don't know. Sports and games like this, perhaps they do. I don't know. I'm not sure how big of an overlap there really is, but I don't know. I definitely wouldn't be sad if both of them were gone. In terms of, I don't feel like I need soccer stuff or stuff like that in the game. But I don't know. Not really something I'm too bothered about. Ah, that's right. We did have some updated stuff for the tutorial. I didn't post anything here. It was mainly updated versions of what we have already gotten. You can see, yeah, these have now been changed or updated, so they're no longer here, I see. So yeah, perhaps I will post that later today or tomorrow, but yeah, there has been some changes here. Well, they had the soccer event in summer or spring as usual this year, so they didn't really adapt it to the World Cup. And I'm not sure if they would want to replace, or actually no, perhaps they would be able to. I don't know. Perhaps they would be able to squeeze it in between Halloween and winter event. but not sure if that's the smartest thing to do, so yeah. Anyways, let's have a look at some cities, why not? Then you boop on US 26. Let's see if we can find, there we have US. US 26 is Carthage, I think. That's 28. Angkor. This was one of the test worlds I had when I made my guide for the for starting a new world. So let's have a look at Mr. Bunnybo. 2. So you did change your name to the Aztec sounding name. Alrighty, let's have a look. First of all, looks really nice on top here. Yeah, I did see you mention 105 efficiency, really nice. I think this area here is probably a big reason for that. With all of these buildings here, with very few roads connected. Same with the Alcatraz here, very nice. I can do that class indeed. What's your name, class? Perhaps I have you from before, perhaps not. What's your name? Name and the server and the world you play on I need. Then I'll have a look. Hello there, Spino. So yeah, that's very nice. Very nice with these chain buildings as well. Only connected by road here, so that's very nice. I can Spino. Let me know your name and I'll have a look. Jordan. And what's the world you play on, Jordan? And Elfell. Alrighty. Spino, alrighty. Sure. EN19 is not East. Do you mean EN19 or do you mean Spinorex on US 29? Do you mean EN19 or East Nakak? Anyways, yeah, we will get back to that. So, very nice. What's that behind here? That is pirate guard posts, alrighty. Rocket artillery and hover tanks, some very good units indeed. You are in the future. Ah, rocket artillery. I was thinking of the virtual future one. Yeah, rocket artillery, postmodern. Interesting. Why do you have that? Rocket artillery, postmodern. Aren't those the? No, that's not the useless ones. Or? Ah, okay. So yeah, those are just regular units. Perhaps a guild versus guild. Rockets, field guns, and Imperial Guards. Okay, I see. Yeah. Longbow. Field guns, yeah. Alright, I see. So yeah, definitely nice. Speaking of GVG, looks like you perhaps don't have that high attack boosts. I think that's probably something I would work on. Because I don't see a lot of attack buildings. What's your attack boost at the moment? Yeah, longbow. I would probably try to increase that a bit. You have quite a few paper mills, which nice of course, but perhaps replace a few of those with some attack as you get it. And eventually perhaps the terrace farms as well, replace those with attack buildings. You probably don't need all of these blacksmiths, but of course, especially in this event, they are quite nice to have, the toy quests and stuff like that. The pinching wells I would perhaps replace as well if this is your main city. Especially if you're doing guild versus guild, they're not really bringing you that much. Level 8, that's not the final level, is it? So try to get another piece for that. I think you can find them in the antiques dealer now. %, yeah, that's not it's perfectly fine, but you can definitely improve that quite a bit, and you'll have a much better time in guild versus guild. They go to 10. I'm trying to grab a snap, try to snag an upgrade or two. Yeah. Yeah, the Ferris wheel is quite a nice building. I got a second one earlier, or last stream, when I rebuilt here. Almost ready to collect here. Just place that there for now. Anyways, so yeah, I think that's the main things I would focus on. In terms of layout, you don't really need much help, because I'm not sure if you can do too much better than your current layout. So yeah, it'll just be more as you get more and more attack buildings that you'll need to upgrade a bit here and there. Right, unless you have any other questions, let's move on to Jordan, the Netherlands server. Let's see if I have one of those tabs open. I don't, alright, so let me go and log in. So, Fell. That's actually the world I have, or the server I have a world I have a city on. There we go. Can have a look a bit later on. Go. Jordan. Jordan 1. Is that you, Jordan? Class. So is this you? Alright, so while it gets back, let me prepare for the next one, just make sure it's the right one. US 29. Actually we have two then on US 29. Yep, that's you. Alright, nice. Alrighty, let's have a look. I think I have a look at this bit earlier, if I'm not mistaken, and I think you have done a few improvements. Let's have a quick look at the town overview. So, first of all, quite nice in the corner here with the Arc and Alcatraz, connected with quite a few roads, or quite a few roads. Could perhaps try to improve it a little bit, but that's quite nice. And in general, I probably can get rid of a few roads here and there, I think, but it's not too bad. You do have, for the most part, buildings only connected on one side. I think the main thing that I would focus on going forward is to, instead of, not exactly sure what your grid is like right now, but try to square off the grid or make it a rectangle. So as you get more expansions, try to make it a rectangle. That'll make everything a lot easier. Yeah, as you plan and as you, it'll make it easier to plan. So that's something I would try to do. I'm not sure. You probably have expansions here. If you do, you might be able to change things up a little bit down here. For example, having the COA here connected with roads on multiple sides. Same with the menagerie here on 2 sides, quite a long side. And this, to be honest. Perhaps you can move some of these to here, connect them with few roads. Pirate and press I couldn't finish. Ah, okay, but that's fine. If you are after a lot of metals, I would try to, or you're probably doing it already, but yeah, focus on leveling up your arc. That will... Okay, so you don't. Okay, never mind. But yeah, leveling up your arc, that will allow you to get a lot more expansions and metals much quicker. So focus on leveling the arc. I think that's one of the main goals you should have. So yeah. Here as well, the chain buildings here, they don't need to be connected, so I would probably move the mill probably down here, have it connected to a road up here, and then just leave the rest of these unconnected. That's perhaps something I would do. So yeah, I do see that we have quite a few buildings that are not fully leveled. Of course, if you can't get any more, that's fine. And with the stuff you have in your city, I think it's absolutely fine to place those buildings down. But yeah, try to get in the future at least, try to finish these as the events come back around. That's the fall event, of course. The athlon, that's soccer, I think. I always mix up soccer and Forge Bowl. Yeah, so that's soccer, okay. So that'll be half a year or so before that returns. But yeah, as the events return, perhaps try to finish off a few of these buildings that you haven't fully completed. I wonder if the Colossus might be available. Ah, nice Spino. Getting that fully leveled might be cool. The butterfly for the archaeology, that shouldn't be too far off. So yeah, try to complete a few more levels in future events as you get them. Yeah. Hello Moo, phone didn't want to send me a notification, so I'm here late. Ah, yeah, to be honest, I don't really use YouTube notifications myself. What you can do if you want to, or, well, yeah, you can enable notifications, of course. But unless I say so in advance, these streams will always start at 7 p.m. Central European time now. Oh, perhaps I need to update the thumbnail. It probably still says summertime, I imagine. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it's not summertime anymore. It's 7 p.m. Central European time. So I need to update my thumbnail because that says Central European summertime. My attack is 117 to 106. That's quite alright. Of course, as you get more, things will be easier, but yeah. Not level building for archaeology. Yeah, that's these ones, and... Yeah, Yggdrasil. Yeah, I imagine that you're working on some settlements. The Vikings one is definitely an alright one to choose. I won't level it, but replace it later, and I'm going for this one. Okay. I got to immerse in Skyrim, I forgot. No worries. Skyrim, it's been a long time since I played that. I did play it for quite, or I wouldn't say, I did play it a decent amount. I remember getting some plugins to remove the caps on the skill levels or whatever they're called, so that I could get those much higher up. And remember working a lot on that, potions and stuff like that, so that I was able to one-hit some dragons with mallets or something like that. I forget what they're called, but that was fun. Anyways, that's a long time ago now, so I don't really remember too much. It was probably 7, 8 years ago. Well, class, you do still have time to catch up in this event if you want to. And even if you don't complete it, you can get quite a lot of good daily specials, so you can still do it. Do you play any other city building games by any chance? No, I don't. This is basically my first one. Happened by chance. And I don't really play any other city builder games. So, so yeah, no, I don't. I probably will tell the story of how I started playing this game one day. Not today, so you can speculate all you want, but I'm not sure if people... I don't think anyone will, I don't know, guess how I started playing it. Because I think it's quite a random way to do it. But yeah. Are you visiting cities on a German server or only on English? I can do Germany as well. I'm starting to get a bit tired in the voice, so I'm not going to do too many more, but I can do one more, Chris. So Chris and Farming Explorer, I can do both of yours, but then afterwards, yeah, I'm not going to do any more today. So if you let me know your name. Frostpunk, that sounds familiar. I think I saw a trailer or something. Isn't that some sort of... You have to survive? Or perhaps not. Yeah, no, I think I've seen a video or something for it. I think it looked quite cool when I saw the... Don't you have to survive, make the city survive? Or something like that. In the harsh environment or something like that. Yeah, it looks quite cool. What's your name, Chris? Your in-game name? Is it Chris? Yeah, I definitely have seen a trailer for it, Nova, and it looks really cool. So perhaps I will try it one day. It's a single player, right? Or is it multiplayer? Alright, so I can check that out a little bit later. First of all, let's go to US 29 and go to Spino. So, US 29. Yeah, which, yeah, I'm not sure if I don't think I would mind playing a single player game. That's not where I wanted to go. Here we go. Are you weekly live or daily? I'm live streaming every week now. For some time I did do every day or every other day, but now it's every Saturday at 7 PM Central European Standard Time, or Winter Time, now that the clock has gone back 1 hour. So yeah, this time every week. Alrighty, so this is on the new US world, so naturally it'll be quite a bit smaller. You are in high middle ages, sorry. So that, yeah, these are high middle ages as well. So I imagine that you are probably doing some recurring quests, perhaps. Let's see here. So, quite big into the infantry, armored infantry, which are quite nice. I like perhaps you haven't gotten to them yet. I really like the trebuchets, one of my favorite units. Even in late Middle Ages, I prefer using those over the cannons. So, I don't know, that would be my target, I suppose, going for the trebuchets eventually. Yeah, I probably will check out the top players by now. I think that will be cool. I think you went more crazy last time around, but it'll be fun to see now if you have done much. Alright, class, thanks for stopping by and have fun making a video. What kind of videos do you make? Menagerie, very nice for goods. They give 25 now, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, very nice. Marketplace for some additional population. You don't have a lot of houses. Ah, you get a lot from these, I think. Menagerie. 25. Let's see, 600. Yeah, quite a lot of population from the menageries, so that's another bonus in early on in the world. Yeah, that's very nice. And this is slowly leveling that. Same level as me, I think. Ah, nice class. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the town overview. It does look like you have quite a bit of space, so you're probably not, I don't know, in a rush, but yeah. I'm guessing perhaps you're getting some more military buildings, perhaps, or perhaps some more goods buildings. Although, I don't know, 100 from these per day, combined with Guild Expedition, or Guild Battlegrounds and Guild Expedition might be enough. Of course, that's up to you. Ah, nice class. I'll have a look. Crazy with Arcus. Yeah, I imagined. Well, not as crazy as me. Oh, let's collect actually. So quick intermission and then I will continue. Let me just quickly collect. Have you got any arc prints? I have not. I've not gotten any arc prints yet. Haven't really checked if they must have popped up, but or have they? Okay, they have. Okay. So yeah, perhaps I will get in on the race there eventually, but I'm not too interested in getting it that quickly. Don't really care. I need 3,000, so let's go for the lowest one, which is that one. I will prints, but no goods. Oh, I see. Yeah, getting goods this early on will be quite expensive. 1k, I don't think that's too expensive. I think that's quite alright. Yeah, I was really lucky with daily specials. I was able to get, I think I have one more. Yeah, I have one more. I was able to get 15. And not sure if I spent, I think I didn't, I have it all recorded so I can check later on how much I spent, but I definitely didn't spend that much. Probably under half the currency, so I was really lucky with that. Go. And luckily each of them are one full daily or one full recurring quest. I'm running the coins boost in the tavern right now. Woodsman, I'm not gonna guarantee it. Perhaps I will have time, but if I don't get time today, I will have a look next week. Because yeah, I'm getting a bit tired, so I'm not sure how long I will go, but possibly today, if not next week. Anyways, let's move back here. So yeah, I'm not sure if I have too much more to say, unless you have any questions, Spino. Quite nice layout, I think. And of course, as you get more buildings, you'll have to optimize things a little bit more, but for now, perfectly fine. A lot of the videos I did just hear you say cannons were worse than traps. I just made a switch this morning to cannons now. I wouldn't say worse, I just prefer having the longer range. I don't know, no, they're not worse. With some attack boost, of course, they have a decent amount higher attack. So it's, what's the base actually? Let's go for the base. It's 13 versus 9, which is a decent boost, a decent jump. So I wouldn't say worse, it's just that I like playing with the additional range. So they have 2 more range, which I think is quite a big deal. So I prefer fighting with them, but yeah. Any updates on predictions for GE level 5? No, we have no more new information on it. It's been 3 very quiet weeks. Hopefully we get some more stuff this week, but who knows. Anyways, let's go to EN5. Here we go. Nicola, 105. Oceanic Future, quite high up, I see. Ooh, I think this looks a bit familiar. I think I've seen it before. First of all, I quite like the alternating pattern here. Color scheme looks really cool, I think. Really like all of these chain buildings. If you look here, yeah, really nice to connect all of these down here in the same place. Looks really neat, and also, yeah, allows you to only have roads up here. That's really nice. Let's see. Okay, so Town Hall. I think the first thing, if you're planning to update the layout, might be to improve the Town Hall. Go for something like we saw in Benny Boop's city. Something like this, perhaps, where you have... let's get the city. Yeah, where you have your town hall and some big buildings like this. You could try to do that, I think. I lost it. Where was I? No. Yeah, here. Okay, yeah. Here we go. So yeah, that's one thing I'll probably work a bit on. Let's see. So yeah, quite nice fall layout, the one I had previously in my city. 2 turrets, quite a nice unit. Let's see, anything else in terms of layout? I think perhaps you could do better in this area here. You have quite a lot of big buildings surrounded by roads on multiple sides in the corners here, and some free space as well. So perhaps you're able to rework this central area here in general. Try to get some of the big buildings, move them to the edges, try to connect them with fewer roads. I think that's one thing you can improve on in the middle here. Well, I do have it here. So, yeah, I can just go here. I have way too many tabs, as you can see. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's the main things in terms of layout. Let's see, you said something. Yeah, okay. Now, if you are looking for some more space to get some more buildings, well, first of all, it does look like you have a bit of free space. You can probably remove a few of the blacksmiths. After that, though, I think the first things I would replace would be the tactician's tower. Not really useful. Seaside store. Seaside store. That's a production building, right? Yeah, production building. Okay. So yeah. If you perhaps, or I'm guessing you're using this for event quests and stuff like that. Perhaps try to pick up a couple of slave builders in a winter event might be an idea. Yeah, they're quite alright. What about Athlone Abbey? Should I remove it? Probably, eventually. Where is it? There is Athlone Abbey, because the Athlone Abbey, if that's only resources, right? Yeah. So yeah, it does give a decent amount of resources, but it looks like we are focused on attack In which case I probably would replace it eventually, if you do need more space, so probably one of the earlier candidates to choose from. Oh, you should try to get that fully leveled. You should be able to find it in the antique sealer relatively quickly, I think. Elephant chains could be moved, no need. Let's see, where are the elephant chains? Ah, here, okay. Yeah, so you could probably just move them up a bit perhaps, and then get some regular buildings down here. Yeah, probably just move them 2 or 3 tiles up. Perhaps remove a few of these and then, or even move them down here. Move these elephants 2 up together with these, and I don't know, something like that. But yeah, you definitely don't need these connected to a road. Cruise support, yeah, that's also quite a nice unit to fight with. I've been using it quite a bit on the continent map myself, on the higher 8 unit world, so that's quite nice. Eventually, I would probably also replace the gates and rock faces. In your age, they're not really that great anymore. Eventually, perhaps also the chains here, but for now they're perfectly fine. But yeah, eventually perhaps replace those as well. The king and queen. They don't give a lot, so perhaps replace those eventually as well. And then also, eventually, you can replace the Colossi, I don't know. What about great buildings? Let's have a look. So the AI core, that's probably going to be a bit helpful as you move up the ages. 111, nice. Your cape is not that high, so perhaps that's something you could remove. It depends on what you need, but I'm not sure if you need a lot of forge points at the moment, so that might be something to replace. The St. Mark's as well, depending on if you need more coins or not. That might be something to delete if you want to. Let's see, what else do you have? You could probably level the Koa and Zeus a bit higher, I think, especially with your arc that high. The CDM as well, level those a bit higher. And if you're planning to keep them, I would probably level the Blue Galaxy and the AI core a bit higher. I would probably level those a bit as well. Lower the other. I also removed the lighthouse. I removed it last week here. Let's collect actually. Yeah, I removed it here last week, so I know what you're going through, what you're feeling. So yeah, probably the St. Mark's unless you need it. Possibly the cape, or either remove or level it quite a bit higher. You have a lot of levels unlocked, so you can easily rush it to level 60, 70, 80. Same with the Blue Galaxy, I would probably level that up a bit higher if you're keeping it. Same with the AI core, probably. Arc to 120 first, I see where you have your priorities. Alright. Well, unless you have any other questions, I think I will move on, or move back, I suppose, to US 29. Benny Boop. Alright, so yeah, here we have another quite young city, of course. And yeah, in general, quite... Oh, for a moment I thought all of these were catapult camps. Yeah, quite nicely organized. Catapults, of course, really nice. I had 4 of those as well in my city. I actually had the same units. I had 2 mounted archer ranges. I did also have 2 of the light units, and then eventually 4 catapult camps. Shoemaker is quite nice. I see you already have the lighthouse. And the Templar relics will be quite nice. This early on, you should be able to get some nice stuff from the guild expedition. In terms of layout, this is also quite nice. Yeah, really nice actually. You have the oil press down here, the golden crops. Ah yeah, both of those from the fall event. Yeah, that's quite nice actually. I probably get, yeah, you do get quite a lot of both coins and also population from them, so that's really nice. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I have too much to say, to be honest, because yeah, really nice layouts. Quite efficient. Perhaps eventually you can try to avoid doing roads like this, but even here it's not that bad to do like this, so yeah, really nice. And also perhaps eventually try to not connect these on the long side, but to be honest I'm not sure if trying to avoid that would be better. I'm not sure if you would be able to get things much better by doing that, so yeah, in general really nice Benny on this world. And yeah, unless you have any questions, I think I will move on, because yeah, quite early on, it's not that hard to make good layouts early on in terms of efficiency. Yeah, 103%, so really nice. Alright, let's see here. Chris, are you still around, Chris? And Woodsman, are you still around as well? I'll have time to look at both of your cities. So, seeing as I'm still on, or already on the world, let's go here first. P. Woodsman. Omega, late Middle Ages. Alrighty. First of all, notice quite a big wheat field. That's nice. Chris, alright, I'll have a look at yours in a moment. Alright, so I see what you're doing here. So you have a lot of big buildings on the edges here, connected by one road, which is quite nice. I'm not quite sure, but I wonder if perhaps you're overdoing it a bit. Because all of these 2x2 buildings here, they are surrounded by roads, which is a bit inefficient. So I wonder if you might be better served to have, especially with the 3x3 buildings here, connect them on the short side of the buildings, and then yeah, do something else with the 2x2 buildings. So I wonder if you're overdoing it a bit, but especially for bigger buildings like the CDM and terrace farms, I think that's quite nice. Event one for the wheat fields was nice. Yeah, that's definitely a big help. And interesting layout with 2 sunflower patches here. That's 3 forge mines each, I think, or is it 5? Three forge mines each, yeah. So that's quite a nice help early on. There we go. So yeah, in addition to that, also some very nice attack here. This looks like the 13 piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 piece, sorry. So yeah, 11 piece design, so that's very nice. A lot of attack, and yeah, I'm definitely feeling it on my new world. The wheat fields are very nice. I was able to pick up 14, I think, or was it 11 or... No, I think I picked up 14. 5, yeah, 14. So yeah, that's really nice. Alrighty. So yeah. So I like the idea, but yeah, I do think you're overdoing it a little bit, especially with the 3x3 buildings here. As I said, I think it will be more beneficial with those to have straight lines of roads and connect them on the short side. Thinking Mad Scientist buildings kind of suck though. Thinking to change. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Mad Scientist labs. I sold them to the antiques dealer. Because they don't give that much, right? They give, yeah, either 15 goods or I suppose 3 forward points if you're able to collect on time. But yeah, that's not really good for the size it takes up, so I would probably change those. Personally, I sold them directly to the antiques dealer. There we go. Hello MooingCat, if you have some time left, could you have a look at my city once again? Mellow, not today, but if you're here next week, I will have time to check it out. Yeah, not today, but you can have a look another day. Or another week. So yeah, Tarot Card Caravans, I'm assuming you're getting that fully leveled, which is quite nice this early on. Especially in a lower age. Gives a lot of nice stuff. Ah, I see you have the Temple of Relics. You have a lot of great buildings actually. So yeah, Temple of Relics, I'm assuming that's partly where you've gotten these from, which is nice. Yeah, they're not too bad early on in the city, actually, so yeah, quite alright. Cannon Camp, nice. Quite a few of them, I see. So yeah, I'm not saying they're bad, you'll definitely have a good time fighting with the cannons. It's just personal preference, I prefer the additional range. But I can definitely feel it on continent map, for example. Definitely missing the extra attack, so yeah. Let's see, level 4, level 5, level 4, and level 6. So yeah, I'm not sure if I would get too many more great buildings. Perhaps an Alcatraz might be good in not too long, but after that I would probably go for the Ark and focus on leveling that until you get too much more. Torch is a good thing at level 10 maybe. I don't think you need to add any more levels, because... Let me actually get the table out. You'll do perfectly fine with the cannon, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'm probably not going to stay too long in Enlightenment Layers, I think. Or I'm probably going to stay out the event. I think that's probably where I will end, or where I will stop, because yeah, I'm struggling already with the toy quests, so I will probably wait until the next battleground starts in... that's the end. That's next week actually, so... Yeah, perhaps next weekend. Yeah, perhaps next weekend I will move up to the next stage. So yeah, Temple of Relics, so you are now at level 6. And moving up to level 10, you will get an additional half a forge point per day, 1 good, 0.3 units, 0.4 rogues. So yeah, I don't think it's... Oh no, that's actually... No, here. Yeah, I don't think it's worth spending all those forge points this early on for not a lot of gain. So I wouldn't level up your Temple of Relics anymore. I think it's good at level 6. And then eventually, once you've gotten your Ark up and all of that, then you could start leveling it up to here and here. But until then, I would probably just keep it at level 6. Because yeah, the Temple of Relics is actually quite unique, I suppose, in that even at level 1, there's not a big difference between level 1 and level 10. So yeah, I don't think I would do anything about that. Let me... There's a link to the spreadsheet if you want to have a look at it. You can, if you look on my channel, you'll also see a video I made about it quite a long time ago. So yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, Mr. Woodsman. I really need to organize my tabs better. Where is it? Did I close it? Ah, there we go. Yeah, here we go. Washing wells, I'm not sure if I would place any more of them. I would rather sell them to the antique dealer, because you get quite a lot from them, and then you can spend that on other things. Alright, so unless you have any other questions, let me move on to Chris on DE1. Which time for tutorial simulator. Let's say this is number 58. Again, no idea if that's accurate, but probably somewhere around there. Here we go. Let's move up to the Bronze Age. Yeah, I'd be interested to know what people are buying the sets for, because I imagine it's quite expensive. There we go. So I will probably wait a bit longer before I get the Ark. Not really in a rush to get it, so I don't know, perhaps I'll wait another month or two, and then the price will probably drop down quite a bit. I think 1,000 is quite an alright price for the Ark this early on. One guy in my guild just got to Future Era, so he might give it to us for free. Yeah, that's of course another great way to get them if you're able to. If you have a helpful guild, some might be able to give them to you for free or much cheaper than others. Yeah. So yeah, try to, if possible, try to get them from within the guild, but if not, yeah, you have to go outside and hopefully you will find someone to. But of course you do also have to get the blueprints, so spending 40 points or getting them for free isn't always the best, unless you're also able to get the blueprints. Wonder when the new tutorial spoilers will come out. Well, I can probably post the new stuff later today or tomorrow, but there's nothing really new. It's just different variations of what we had before and some rearranging of the assets and so on. So nothing really new, nothing exciting at least. So that's why I didn't post them. All right, Chris, let's have a look at your city. Here we go. Father, that's spade. Ooh, father. Paths, okay, never mind. Red paths. Anyways. Info event set designer, is there a way to double a big set? Yeah, you can copy paste. So if you right click and drag, you can select, then Control C, Control V. And it copies it to the pointer of your mouse. So yeah, you can copy paste. I'm free to play, and in this event I have spent all for House of Wolf kit. I have 22 kits, nice, in my inventory. My attack is 1364, 1059. That's quite a lot. Yeah, I think they do, Rex. I think they do. Right, let's have a look. Ooh! First of all, really like the cherry set. This looks like the 12 by 13 one, I think. That's very nice. Also very nice wheat fields. I remember seeing, I have a fun, I know, not fun, but a personal story about this. I found it from, I was looking at some players on EN16, and one of the players in my enemy guild had it, so I don't know, I've always liked it, but also because one of the enemy guilds, that's where I got it from, or that's where I found it first, I also had a little bit, I don't know, part of me wants to hate it, but yeah, it's a really nice design. You have quite a few side room mills, I imagine for story quests. They're all in the future, but yeah, not sure if you need all of them. Don't have any blacksmiths, I think, so I don't know. I suppose they are all right for that. But yeah, perhaps you have one there. Perhaps replace a few of these eventually. But yeah, really like the look of it though, so it looks really cool, I think. Some very nice butterfly set as well. Let's have a quick look in the town overview. Alright, so quite like what you've done here with the town hall. It's kind of in the same spirit as this and what I've done in my cities and other people have done, connecting these big buildings here with a few roads. So yeah, that's quite nice. Perhaps eventually you might try to connect a few more big great buildings around it, but it's perfectly fine, quite good. Very nice and neat long rows of roads, nothing really too messy, so yeah, really nice, I think. Can perhaps improve a bit here and there, but I think it looks really nice and well organized. Here you have the hover tanks, so that's nice. Is there some buildings I can remove? I need a lot of space. Well, let's have a look then on what to remove. I think probably the roads to victory might be one good alternative to remove. If you want more attack, then I suppose you could also remove the Kunstausstellung. That might be a target to remove. But yeah, I think the roads to victory might be a good target. They're not really that efficient anymore. Even if you are in future, there are better buildings, so perhaps that. Possibly a few of the Statue of Honors, perhaps replace those. Possibly the Terracotta Vineyard, because you don't have a lot of chain buildings, and it doesn't give any attack in and of itself, so possibly the Terracotta Vineyard. As I mentioned, probably a few of the cider mills, Apfelmühle, a few of those probably. I don't know, I think that's the main buildings I would look at replacing. Possibly the Galata. I suppose you're mainly using it for goods. I'm not sure if you get much use out of the plunder repelling. But it's not a big building, so not really that big of a deal, but possibly remove that. Yeah, because all of your other buildings are really nice. Possibly the Gentiana windmill, but I don't know, probably not. So yeah, I think that's the main thing, and depending on what you want, if for example if you want more attack, then perhaps even you could look at the Olympic treasuries, but I don't know, not sure if I would do that personally. So I think the main ones I would replace first would be the Statue of Honor. In fact, I did that on my city last week. I removed 6 of them in my city. I never got the roads, but yeah. So yeah, I think that's the main ones. Possibly the golden Felder. Possibly, if you want more attack, because this doesn't give any attack, so perhaps you can replace that. Actually, the abandoned asylum, it's not actually that great anymore compared to other buildings, so perhaps eventually replace that as well. But not among my top priorities, I think. But eventually, perhaps remove that. Main building from previous event, yeah. That was the Sonnenblom oil press, sunflower oil press. Yeah, I didn't build it in my city. Or in some I built it, here I built it, but yeah, it doesn't give any attacks, so perhaps replace that as well. Let me collect here real quick. I love that even doing the carousel takes a lot of time. There we go. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure if I have too much more advice, but unless you have any other questions. But in general, really nice city, and yeah, you can definitely squeeze out a bit more, I think, with some changes here and there. All right, let's see. We can collect here as well. Let's see. So 1 hour and 15 minutes. So I need 30 in 1 hour, which I think is actually all I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, okay. So I'll complete those. Yeah. I like the set buildings. I have a lot of cherry garden in my inventory. Ah, nice. Yeah, I recently upgraded mine last weekend. So yeah, you can definitely free up some space by removing the Statue of Honors, I think. As well as these two buildings here, in this, and perhaps also the chain buildings here. And you have a lot of free space in this area here that you can expand into. Anyways, I think with that I will end the stream. We've been going for a bit, or almost 2 hours now. And yeah, I'm getting a bit tired in my voice, so I think I will leave it there for this stream. Hopefully next time we will have some more interesting stuff in the spoiler section. Hopefully from the guild expedition update. I will make a beta recap this week. I didn't make one last weekend, even though there were some stuff to talk about, but I ended up not making it. But tomorrow I will make a guide, not a guide, I will make a beta recap. So yeah, thanks for joining the stream. It's been fun, and yeah, I'll have my video tomorrow probably, or possibly Monday. And then next Saturday at 7 p.m. Central European time, so not summertime, I will be streaming. So thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you next weekend.